Hello kids, I am Devi Kiran. Today we are going to know about paraphrasing. What is paraphrase? Paraphrase means to express the meaning of something written or spoken using different words to make it more clarity. Now, let us know what are the steps to be followed in paraphrasing. The first one is if the passage or paragraph is easy to understand, there is no need to restate or paraphrase it. To start a paraphrase, we can use some of the starting phrases like these. For example, as I understand it, you want to know if am I correct? So, your question is about. You were asking that, is that right? If the speaker confirms correctness of the paraphrased questions, you can start answer. This is the way to check if the original question was restated in a right way while speaking. Now, in writing a paraphrase, we have to remember 6 simple steps to be followed. Paraphrasing means formulating someone else's ideas in your own words without changing the meaning of the original text. The first step in paraphrasing is identify the part of the source that is relevant and read this section. Try to focus upon the key points that the author is trying to convey. That means we have to read the passage several times to fully understand the meaning, and we had to note down the key concepts. The second one is point the main idea. After reading from memory and using your own words, list the key points that you identified during your reading. That means you have to write your version of the text without looking at the original. The third step is we have to read the original passage. In this step, we have to go back to the original. We have to reread the section. While rereading, we have to try to identify if there are any points that we have missed out. This is the important step. In this step, we had to summarize the source using the list of key points taken in the previous steps. Here, we should not simply repeat our list. We have to present the ideas. Fifth step is check. Here, we have to compare or check our summary with the original text. The original text should be apparent that what we have written is in our own words and accurate. This is last step should not be forget as a conclusion in paraphrasing. If we have paraphrased someone else's work at the end in our reference list, it is appropriate to give credit by referencing them in our work. While making a paraphrase, We should not do these 5 things. We should not simply replace words with synonyms. We should not simply reorder the information or sentence. We should not simply remove or add some words or phrases. The fourth one is we should not use some new phrasing but retain much of the unique phrasing from the original source. The last important point is we should not forget, cite or check our source of paraphrase. To make a good paraphrase, these 4 tips should be kept in our mind. Change the original word choice. For example, start your first sentence at a different point from that of the original source. Use a thesaurus to help you. It will facilitate to use as many synonyms as possible. Create your own syntax. That means we have to break the information into separate sentences. Try to change the structure. We have to try to change the sentence structure. For example, from active voice to passive voice or from passive voice to active voice. Let us now look at some examples to have a better understanding on how a paraphrasing is done to a sentence. The first example, the original sentence is, her life spanned years of incredible change for women as they gained more rights than ever before. The paraphrased sentence is, she lived through the exciting era of women's liberation. Let us see the first example. The paraphrased sentence is completely expressed in a different way, but it means the original sentence. The second sentence, giraffes like acacia leaves and hay, and they can consume 75 pounds of food a day. The paraphrased sentence is, a giraffe can eat up to 75 pounds of acacia leaves and hay daily. In the second example, the original passage common noun is used in plural form, but in paraphrased sentence, the common noun is in singular. The third example, any trip to India should include a visit to Agra to sample the region's exquisite architecture. The paraphrased sentence is, be sure to make time for a Taj Mahal and visiting India. The third example, the original is in a statement form, but the paraphrased sentence is expressed as a suggestion. The fourth example, the original sentence, symptoms of influenza include fever and nasal congestion. The paraphrased sentence is, a stuffy nose and elevated temperature are signs you may have the flu. In the fourth example, the paraphrased sentence is expressed in another way without any change of meaning. The fifth example, the original sentence is, the price of a resort vacation typically includes meals, tips, and equipment rentals, which makes your trip more cost effective. The paraphrased sentence is, All inclusive resort vacations can make for an economical trip. The fifth sentence, the paraphrased sentence, is expressed in a simple and precise way. The last example, original, is he has tons of stuff to throw away. The paraphrase is he needs to get rid of a lot of junk. In this last example, we can see change of the syntax and uses of synonyms. I hope this session will not only gives you knowledge about paraphrasing but also helps you to write or express the answer on your own. Here there is a assignment for you. Thank you for watching my video.